We're live. Yes, I'm your soul brother Talib. On here, with our brother Taalik Ibn'rad, aka Angel Snup Snup Seven. And by the way, brother, uh, I just want to give you shout outs and
Yeah.
okay, yes sir, and yes, our brother's definitely on here with us. I'm glad to hear that, and yes, and anybody else who's in social media, YouTube land, Facebook, or whatever, and those you know what I'm saying? That's also in the comment section. Shout outs to you and those that will be listening or texting from the comment section. I also in the future I will also give you shout outs as well. Now moving along, must I say, you know, with the title of this video, today on this live hangout, Louis Farrakhan proclaims to be Jesus Christ, man. Yes,
Huh.
brother, and see, like I said, I was watching parts, of that live stream, but I was mostly paying attention to what was being, exchanged back and forth in the comment section. So I didn't really get a chance to hear all or most of, or even of which some of the stuff you say you heard, because I'm not. I'm as well as more as like you. I don't really subscribe to even caring to hear what that guy Farrakhan got to say. Nor
Yeah.
am I interested in his agenda. Or I apologize for that. To those of you that are listening to this live broadcast hangout. Technical difficulties as usual. But anyway, I'm sorry for them technical difficulties, but that's just something that's beyond my control. But still, bear with me. But however, you know, as I said before, I mean, this guy, like me and you was talking about, brother Talik, like I was saying, basically, you know, Ray Charles would have seen through all that what he was talking
Uh-huh.
about at that so-called Savior's Day event Sunday, and I mean, you got all them people up in there that had that whole entire United Center arena filled up, but
Uh-huh.
yet couldn't not one step up to the plate, obviously, even to let it, or just raise your hands. Just let it be known that you see through the bull crap that was taking place at that event, and that you wasn't gonna even contribute a dime. Not one of them did that,
Uh-huh.
and I mean, as I listened, like to that guy Nuri Muhammad that was giving the introduction talk, eventually before Farrakhan came on in, you know, how he was, you know what I'm saying, having people give in donations and stuff like that. And as he was naming off the $1,000 donation and talking about Rasul had chipped in $5,000 donation, and then talking about how these other people, I guess including himself, had chipped in a donation. I would assume, because I didn't hear him speak, but I would assume as far as on that, but I assume that he did donate or pledge $1,000.
Uh-huh.
Cause I mean, the brother do got a little bit to work with, so he could afford it. I know that
Uh-huh.
for a fact, being around him
Uh-huh.
in the past. So anyway, like I said, I mean, they giving thousands of dollars away, just like that, just throwing $1,000 away. I mean, you think about all them thousands of people, and untold other numbers of people in Chicago that's homeless. It was cold, and just recently somebody froze to death in Chicago, a few weeks ago during that. Oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize that we were dang, I didn't even realize that we were off, that we had went off. Yeah,
Yeah. Cut off.
yeah, that it cut off. I didn't even realize that. I apologize, but
Say, I don't want to hear that crap you talking about, man. Shut up.
right, exactly. But let's resume. Let's resume though. However, as I was saying before, there are some people, those people that are in Farrakhan's organization that do have good intentions and that are sincere, but they just don't realize that they're being led down, the pipeline, on the path to hell. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, just giving away their money, their finances, resources that they could do something better with, like pay their rent, bills, because it's living is hard here in America. Living is hard, especially in most places. It's expensive just to live somewhere, let alone go to a grocery store and to be able to buy enough food for yourself or family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Living expenses is hard in America or wherever you at, and you giving your money away to this guy, that he ain't got nothing to worry about. Well, as his family ain't got nothing to worry about, because everybody in that circle is taken care of, especially those that are also along with him and his family members a part of that circle. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, it ain't nothing but a con game, and this is why when Malcolm X, exited from the Nation of Islam, you know what I'm saying? He saw that, and because he saw that, the Nation of Islam, especially, you know what I'm saying, in the words of Louis Farrakhan, felt threatened by that, basically. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? As history clear again, back to you, everyone. Yes. Once again, these technical difficulties, like I said, this is beyond my control. So just bear with me. But as I was saying before, we need to realize and understand how these things is. These people is charlatans. They're no different from the Christian charlatans like Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Marvin L. Wannans, the late Eddie Bishop Long, or Bishop Eddie Long, rather to say, or these other, charlatans like L. Sharpton, even Jesse Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Your Reverend Ikes. If you want me to even go farther back, Father Daddy Grace from back in the early 20th century, during the time of old school Jim Crow, was pimping our people, knowing we even during that time when we was really, struggling. Just the fact to be black and so-called dark skinned. To be dark skinned in America, So it's just crazy. These people don't care. And these ones know our plight. They understand and are aware of our plight. Unlike the so-called common plain street Negro. They are aware of our plight and still don't care and continue on doing what they doing. And see, this is the thing about that has always annoyed me, And even though I don't, I work now to try not to get too emotional about it, because I understand what brought this mentality on, especially among those in the so-called black conscious community. But it is what it is, and the truth got to be put out there. and these Negroes like Farrakhan need to be held accountable for this. You know, and it's just that simple. Like I said previously in another video, they need to be held accountable for this. I mean, they robbing our people for billions and billions of dollars every day, every 7 days of the week, or every Friday or Sunday, whenever they had a so-called worship service or whatever they do, you know. I mean, they robbing our people blind, you know, and it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, keep on pledging all this money like he did at the first Million Man March, like he did at the second Million Man March or Million March or whatever back in 2000, or at the Millions More March in 2005, you know, and all this other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, our people still haven't gotten nothing from this. Our neighborhoods throughout the country, where a lot of us as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America is concentrated at, still living in much more worse poverty than during the time of the first Million Man March that was in 1995, you know? So, I mean, it still ain't done nothing for us. You know, all them Negroes did was, like you say, brother, go there to hear feel good talk, and then go home back to the same conditions, just to have to start all over again, dealing with what they was dealing with prior to them going to them daggone marches. Matter of fact, that was you know, which in order for them to had the million marches, they were granted permits by those Jews, by the way, like you say, brother. You know, so if the Jews, like I heard that one brother who spoke after Nuri Muhammad, and also giving a keynote, introduction lecture prior to Farrakhan giving the keynote address, you know, he mentioned about Farrakhan having enemies as Jews. Well, if the enemies are so much of a Jew, if the Jews are so much of an enemy to Farrakhan, then why in the hell did they, you know, allow him to even go to Washington on the steps of the U.S. Capitol? You know what I'm saying? To give so-called, you know, million March speech lectures just to get paid off of. So evidently, by them letting him make money like that, they couldn't be so much of an enemy after all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just look at common sense. You know what I'm saying? Because them Jews control that type of stuff. They mean, once again, I don't have to further explain that this is a technical difficulties, but however that we're experiencing. But anyway, yes, they must have been listening, because you know, by the way, this YouTube, as well as Facebook and all that, is controlled by the Jews. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just want to reenter something that the brother who's on here with me now said, and who's also on here with us all said. You know, that basically they haven't taken down any of the main channels that the Nation of Islam under Louis Farrakhan have, because they have a specific channel, you know, officially that was created by them, the Nation of Islam itself under Louis Farrakhan. And ever since that channel was posted on YouTube, there's never been no attempts to flag that channel down in one form or either way or the other, you know. So that should tell you as listening audience something, you know, that is the Jews really the enemies of Louis Farrakhan? I mean, here, this man has been seen in photo clips standing on stage with people like Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Jesse Jackson, who represent the agenda of keeping us oppressed as a dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America. As a group of people, you know, they actually represent that. So My thing is this. Why would Farrakhan be standing on the stage, tittering and cheesing with them? You see what I'm saying? All at the Historia Hotel just to receive a Time Magazine award for best top 25 leader in a country or world. You know what I'm saying? Back in the early 90s, while he was, rubbing shoulders with people like Bill Clinton and Henry Kissinger, people that definitely don't give a damn about our plight as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, and like I told the brother the other day during that so-called Savior's Day lecture that Farrakhan was giving in Chicago, that Elijah Muhammad would have immediately dismissed him from the Nation of Islam behind stuff like that, this definitely needs to be a flat out reminder, especially to those in the Nation of Islam that claim that you understand the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, whether you do or don't. But this just needs to be a reminder to you, that Elijah Muhammad would have not tolerated nothing like this, and as a result, Farrakhan, just along with his presence and what he's done as a so-called leader in the Nation of Islam, has really destroyed the entire fabric of the Nation of Islam. And as far as I'm concerned, and from what I see, looking at tangible evidence as far as what any significant work that's being done in terms of what the Nation of Islam is supposed to represent, as far as uplifting the plight of dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America, I would have to say Marvin Muhammad, aka known as Son of Man, of the new Nation of Islam, is the only one that's coming close to matching that, description as being, some type of true leader in his own sense of the words in the Nation of Islam, because no one else can even match up to what he's doing. And I hate to be sitting up here sounding like I'm comparing leaders, but I'm just speaking facts when we dealing with the history of the Nation of Islam itself, No one else is doing the work like Marvin Muhammad is. He's creating what they call a heaven down there in that small town in Fayette County, Mississippi, So like I said, they're doing something. Ain't it called Redneck, Mississippi, where they're located actually, brother?
I really don't know. I think it is. It's something like that. I think it is Redneck, Mississippi.
Okay, but anyway, yeah. They even got videos showing that we're back live. Okay, we're back live once again. These technical difficulties, boy, like I say, this truth is getting hot. This truth is getting definitely hot, But anyway, I guess it's getting too inflammably hot that they just keep on interfering with this live hangout, because they know too much truth is being, spoken on this platform of this live hangout right now, so they can't deal with it. But hey, it is what it is. Like they say in religion, the truth shall set you free. It is what it is, And like I said before, basically, Ray Charles would have saw through this crap, that charlatans like Farrakhan is doing, they using our people, it's just simple as that. And it needs to be, the masses of our people, especially those that followed him, and also those who no longer follow him, that left him because of that, should step up to the plate. Because they will be the ones that will be able to make the rest of the masses of our people more aware of the hypocrisy of Louis Farrakhan and that organization called the Nation of Islam, in his own version that he is running as a bracket. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and they will be able to open up our people's eyes more to what's going on incorruptedly in that organization than anybody else would. As a matter of fact, like our brother Taalik that's on here, because he was a actual active member of that organization at one time or so. And you know, before I close out, I would like to give our brother a chance. Do you know elaborate on this with us? You know.
Yeah, peace. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, I'm going to defer to another time. I want to be able to get those film clips straight out of that lecture so people can actually hear this man's words, what I want to talk about, really, actually. But I do want to say, we was checking out the speech right before he came onto the rostrum, and we were in the chat room, and nobody was calling Farrakhan a monkey or an ape or none of those things. We were just making, bringing a.
Okay, we're back on live. Okay, so brother Taalik, go on and resume your part about this.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that we were on the not actually we weren't on the Nation of Islam board. We was on another brother's board, and he was using his YouTube to live stream that broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was being disrespectful. All thing we was doing was speaking observation, and of course we ended up getting blocked. And to me, that's just so cowardly when you have to do that, because see, back in the day when I was in the Nation of Islam, you couldn't block nobody. When people came and started talking, you saw them in person and they talked, and you can't block them. So, but at the same time, when I was in the Nation of Islam, you know, we defended our position. The problem with the Nation of Islam now is that the position is so weak. I mean, it's really I wouldn't want to be in the Nation of Islam trying to defend that position. I wouldn't want to be in it. It's too weak. And Farrakhan is always doing or saying something to make it even worse to try to defend. Maybe that's the reason why it's easier to block people, because you know, this is some feel-good stuff. And I don't care what you say, I don't care what I say. When people want to feel good, just like when people want to do crack cocaine or opioids or whatever the drug of choice is, they're going to do that because that drug makes them feel good. And that's what it's all about, feeling good. You know, that comedic stuff, you gods and kings and queens and all that stuff make these people feel good. That's what it's all about. They don't want to deal with reality. That's the whole purpose. That's the sole purpose of doing drugs and drinking alcohol. It's feeling good. Because if you get around
Okay, yes, sir, brother. Due to technical. Okay.
on the computer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Exactly. Yes. So I'm gonna go on and wrap this up. You know, but anyway, like I was saying, you know, we really need to look at these things for what it is. Yeah, okay, back live again. In my closing, you know, the brother, like he said, he wants to put forth more tangible evidence on what he wants to expand on concerning this subject in the title of this video. And I would definitely be on that live hangout with him more than likely. So, family, you know, continue on to get your popcorn. And, you know, so, and start popping more popcorn so you can sit back in the cut and listen. Because in the next video, definitely we will be, you know, going straight down through there, you know, on these charlatans in particularly such as like Louis Farrakhan. So as I said before, yes, these religious charlatans like him need to be held accountable. And matter of fact, they are not the solution to the negative plight of our, situation as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America. They are a part of the problem, in fact. And with that said, as evidence has shown, as that said, I will close out this video. Peace.